a beautiful platform. And
Good evening, everyone. This is our Thursday, Friday evening. We are going to discuss about all you know that it is unfolding hour, and we are having the guest of the evening today, Monica, with us. She is a certified coach and speaker from Arfin Khan, and she's a mother. And our today's, topic which we are going to discuss is going to be really, really is special because she has been through it. It is like it's every child is different, and every child has his or her own needs
yes.
and requirements. So today, Monica is going to support us in understanding that. But before this, I would like to tell you a little more about her. She love the people what they are, and her mission is to help them in challenging their capabilities and reviving their dreams. Fine. She is igniting the lamp in them. She is igniting them their extraordinary abilities and capabilities. Means she bring out people from their comfort zone, and she is on a mission to make everyone fulfill his or her dreams. But I'll not be able to tell everything about her, and that's why I request her to tell a little more about her mastermind and about herself. So Monica, maybe take the privilege just to listen a little more about you from you.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. First of all, Dr. Lalita, it is such a pleasure interacting with you. Dr. Lalita is absolutely brilliant, and the work which she's doing, her niche is absolutely unique. So, I'm an HR professional by a profession, but a transformation coach by passion. And this happened because of the journey that I had undergone. My son was extremely, we'll talk about him, had some issues. We went through it, and there was massive transformation. And I thought, why do people leave their aspirations? Why do they leave their dreams? Why do they stop trying? So that's why I thought that let me make my mission to reconnect with their aspirations, and I help them to bring out the best in them. I try my best to do that. And my mastermind is all this challenging the adversities, rejecting the rejections, and coming out of it and reaching new heights.
Very nice, very beautiful. She's not just an HR professional, as she mentioned. She is, she has touched the heights in her life a person can think and a person can expect. But still, just, the most important part for a human being is the next generation. And one of them was a major responsibility on her as well, like when she got her son. And it was not every parent, every mother especially goes through a pain when she bring the new life into
Mm.
the world. But her journey was not that usual. However, the pain that pain is I should say casual,
Mm.
like every mother go through it. But when she went through it, it was not something ordinary. It was really extraordinary, and that is what have brought both of us together today to discuss about different colors or different strokes for different folks.
Mm.
So, Monica, I would just like to ask you so that you can share it with everyone about the birth of your child and that experience of yours and what all happened. Kindly share that with us.
Okay, I'm from Chandigarh. My son was born in PGI, which is one of the top institutes here, and he was extremely premature, and his birth weight was less than 1 kg. So the moment he was born, he was taken in an incubator. He was wrapped in a cotton, and he was on, on oxygen. So. We knew at that time that this is going to be different because when I came into my senses, I was told that the child is in the in where the journey began from. I used to go and meet him every day. He was in ICU in the incubator for 2.5 months. So, and he was called the miracle child of PGI because he was the smallest child in the country to have survived and, to be living for so many months. Generally, doctors thought that probably it could be a matter of a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
So they said that it's going to be very, very challenges. Are you going to prepare for this challenging, journey? So
Hmm.
I said I would like to because this child is not giving up. It's 2.5 months, and
Hmm.
he's not giving up. And also, when I used to go and visit the ICU, I made an observation, and the doctors also made the observations that this child used to be very, very active, even in the incubator. He was, he would be moving around. Generally, other child with higher weight were still. So this
Hmm.
was something that this I thought that this child has got an inner strength. And this was an observation which I made, and this was the observation of doctors also. They said he's a fighter.
Hmm.
So, I thought that I would like to continue with that battle.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's how it happened. And then there were certain incidents. One incident which really reformed this faith was that when he was about 6 years old,
Hmm.
and he was in a sack going for a sack race because
Hmm.
he was premature. His movements were not so good as other kids. So
I
the
think,
mom,
Monica, sorry to interrupt. I think it was highlighted in the leading newspapers also that
yes,
time.
yes,
Correct?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
India
Hmm. Please
Today
tell.
carried out the news item of this child without
Hmm.
giving the name.
Hmm.
The miracle boy, and this is what has happened. Less than a kg who has come out, survived. So he's called the wonder child of PGI. So I used to take him.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
He was discharged. I used to take him every month for a kind of a checkup. You
Hmm.
know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this is what was related with his birth, but by and by we realized that everything is normal, but the only thing is his milestones were delayed. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So, undoubtedly, the journey was difficult, but since the beginning, you could, I mean, understand or you could imagine and you could find that the child is a fighter. And
Yes,
from there, I think everything changed for you. Like
yes.
how it brought the change in your personal life or in your professional life.
Yeah, in our personal life before this kid was born,
Hmm.
uh, Saturday, Sunday we used to be out for dinners or for weekends. But this child was special in the sense that even when we bought him from PGI, we had to maintain a particular temperature in the
Hmm.
room. So we had kept a thermometer. We did not allow any visitors for 6 months. Only I and my mother-in-law.
Hmm.
Even when my mother used to come and visit, she would just stand at a door and we will just show the kid to her, that's all. But
Hmm.
otherwise, it was me and my mother in law who were taking care of this child. And later, we kept a nurse also
Hmm.
because I was working with the Express and he required his clothes had to be steamed, his cotton had to be steamed. So, all those things we were trained
Hmm.
by the PGI, and we did that, and we used to go for monthly checkups,
Hmm.
and so that we continue the way they want it and consolidate on
Hmm.
what it is.
Yeah, and I think as he grown up, so it was found ADH, in him. So can you just elaborate a little more on ADH, what exactly it is, and what are the issues in it?
Yeah, ADHD is actually attention deficit hyper disorder. So this is a kind of a neurological disorder, and such kids are very, very hyper. And
Hmm.
because they're very hyper, therefore they are not attentive. Their
Hmm.
span of attention is
Hmm.
very less.
Hmm.
And this affects their temperament also. They
Correct.
are impulsive. Challenge to bring them up, because when he was in nursery, he used to run in the entire classroom. He was in this
Hmm.
school and strawberries fields, and he used to run the entire school. So when I used to go for parents teacher meeting, she used to say that at home also I keep shouting at my kids, Ishan, Ishan, Ishan. That's my son's name.
Okay.
Because he's all the time doing that.
Yeah.
so, so, mm, so that was a big, big challenge that affected the learning also, his
Yeah.
memory also. So
Correct.
these
Correct.
challenges, we met them one by
Because,
one.
like, as you know, I'm presently working in Goa. And in
Hmm.
Goa, I'm finding the same thing a lot. I mean, it is comparatively when I was working in Haryana in North, I
Hmm.
found it much, much here. And the parents really need to know and understand the specific problem
Hmm.
of these children, and to understand, because this, uneasiness, we can say, and other than that, like concentration, they are not able to do. I mean, many of the kids are facing. That's why parents need to understand that they are not willingly doing it. It is a neurological problem which needs to be dealt in a specific manner. Correct? Carry on, Monica. I can see you on Insta. You carry on, carry on. I can see you on Insta. Monica, please carry on. I can we can see you on Insta. Please carry on. Yeah, I was what I was saying is like parents really, I mean, need to understand this problem. Like,
So I married.
I can hear, and audience can also hear you. Please carry on.
Can you just repeat,
Keep
you know, for a few seconds? So hyper. If we can control his hyperactivity, then his span of attention will also increase.
hmm,
His memory will also become better. So that was the first challenge. So we did a lot of research. We said, how do we, increase his attention span? So the first thing which we researched and we implemented was the lifestyle.
hmm,
Sleeping at a particular time, getting up at a particular time, having our house more organized, where our particular things are kept, so that
hmm.
that distraction is not there, because these childs just get distracted. So
Correct.
avoid all kind of distractions. Give
Hmm,
them a structure. Give them a structured lifestyle. Give them a diet which does not have sugar, because sugar increases your hyperactivity. So we used to have a lot of cokes and cold drinks coming into our house. We
hmm,
stopped all cokes. That's
hmm,
how our lifestyle also impacted.
hmm,
We started sleeping at 9:30, 10 at dot. My husband is a lawyer. He needs to study in the night. But then what he did, he started studying in the morning. He would get up
hmm,
at 3:30, so that all our lights are off at 9:30 or 10.
hmm.
And this really, really helped. Plus, we also studied that there is a research that music can do wonders to
Yes.
calm the nerves.
Yes.
So we had a music teacher who would come to him for half an hour every day,
Hmm,
and he was fond of Casio. can't, he's not
Okay.
fond of singing, so he's fond of Casio synthesizer. So he would do that for about half an hour. That would, that would calm his nerves, and he would be more patient, more receptive to what we are saying. Plus, the research also said that this increases the neurons, because one important thing which I skipped was that during the checkups time, when he was about couple of months of age, and
Hmm.
about 2 3 years, we got his IQ tested, and
Hmm.
they said that it is borderline. Probably he cannot study beyond seventh or eighth.
Hmm.
So now both of us are professional. That came as absolutely a shock to us.
Hmm.
What do we do?
Hmm.
So we did a lot of research, we did a lot of NLP, we consulted a lot of coaches, India and abroad. So
Hmm.
we this is the summary of what we all did, after the research that followed by the research. So
Hmm.
music was another. Second was yoga and
Hmm.
pranayama, because the focus was not there. So they did a lot of exercises for focus exercises. We had somebody who would come for yoga, and during his summer vacations, we would take him to a camp, and we would also
Hmm.
do yoga with him,
Hmm.
right? So my husband would also do yoga with him. So we all
Correct.
three would do it together, the yoga, so that he does this. Then we did pranayam with him, those deep breathing exercises that brought him focus, that calmed his nerves, and his attention span increased, his
Hmm.
memory became better, his
Hmm.
learning became better. And we
Hmm.
did another thing, and that was a game.
Hmm.
We put him into tennis, because
Yeah.
they said that if you put him in a game which connects, that's
Correct.
very good for coordination. His coordination was very bad, his handwriting was bad,
Hmm.
so he needed those
Fine motor skills.
grip exercises. Plus, we put him into golf.
Carry on, carry on. You are live on Insta. You are live on Insta. Please carry on. Yeah. Hmm. 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 This is really, I mean, interesting. You need lots of patience and understanding, to know this all. No doubt about it. But I just want you to tell us a little more on this. Uh,
And our lifestyle also. Okay, to think in a gifts, try and identify that gift. I'll give you an example. My son was SOI, Sector 34 in Chandigarh. This was a newly built kind of a thing, and my husband did not know the route. So in the morning, he went for a recce, and my kid also went with him. But in the evening, my husband was lost. We did not know which to turn, and this kid, 6 years old, was able to say, now left, now right, now left. So
hmm.
I understood that his
Yeah.
gift is his roots.
Hmm.
You cannot say that he's not intelligent because he's not able to learn. You
Yeah.
cannot say he's not intelligent because he's getting 50% or 60%. It's just that the
Correct.
wiring is not, the wiring is little different. You have to
Yes.
unwire.
Correct.
So this guy has got inner strength. He's very good in roots. Encourage
Hmm.
him for that.
Hmm.
Rather than saying that your father is a lawyer, his practice
Hmm.
is so good, all you have to do is sit down there, join, and go in for a practice. Encourage
Hmm.
him. Encourage him to move into his gifts, consolidate, and it will be so strong that his other qualities will
Hmm.
diminish in front of
Correct.
that. Right? This is what I have to tell. And be patient, give them rewards, a lot of encouragement because the self esteem is low. Keep
Correct.
encouraging them.
Right. The therapies which you told, I think, are really very strong and are very important for each and every child. Like music, if we talk about,
Yeah.
sports, if we talk about,
Yeah.
these children definitely need it. But if we see, then each and every ordinary child, each and every child, I mean, need this.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
music is something, that changes, especially in early ages. We feel the child is not able to understand, but whatever
Mhm.
environment atmosphere we give them, they
Mm.
start connecting it, just building up the neurons, just connecting
Mm.
the things together.
Yeah.
Music, then imagination, if we talk about painting, then if we, as you just mentioned, that sports, these things are
Yes.
really very important. And this
Yes.
meditation, you say, or maybe connecting to the nature, I just
Nature.
generally just recommend to the parents to go for a morning walk or evening walk with the children, just to
Mhm.
get engaged with the practical feel of the nature, that
Mhm.
just really
Mhm.
take them closer and just
Mhm.
really help them to learn and understand and to be more creative. So these are,
Yeah.
I mean, few things which are really very important for the kids.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And
And
Monica, I would like to go with the second phase of it, when you were at the peak of your career, because in these days, in I mean, latest, I mean, this 21st century, mothers or fathers, I must say, they are running after their promotions, they are running after their career, and then children's are somewhere else. Families has been nuclear instead of, families are converting into nuclear instead of joint, and then the child ultimately is suffering because parents are after their career. And when you were at the peak of your career, I know what all happened, but I want you to share it with the audience.